Forever Living produces 4 different drinks. The standard Aloe Vera gel, which of course is our flagship product, Forever Freedom, Berry Nectar and Bits and Peaches. Now, all the 4 drinks contain aloe vera gel, but some of them have added substances to give extra benefit.
There are many benefits to the aloe vera drinks. They help us with our digestion, they help us with absorption of nutrients from the food that we are eating. They contain B12. Many of us are deficient in B12. And they really do help everybody from elderly people to young children who may be just lacking in those basic vitamins and minerals.
From my own research and experience, I think people should take on a daily basis about 100 mils. But you've got to remember that children need less, and so
everybody should take the drinks. Due to environmental issues, lack of nutrients in our food today, and fast pace of life, it's very difficult for us to get just the basic amount of nutrients that we all need to have.
I've been using the drinking gel for 5 years now, and I have to say it gives me absolutely loads of energy. It's great for the immune system. If you ever feel like you're coming down with something, you're literally just down for a day and then you're back to normal the next day. I'm a busy mum, I work long hours, and for me it just puts a bit of a spring in my step. It's fantastic.
I started drinking it and I noticed within a couple of months that it improved my skin significantly. And after about 8 months, a skin condition that I'd had for 25 years more or less cleared up. So I thought, oh, that's good, so I stopped drinking it. Within 4 to 6 weeks, the skin condition that I've described reappeared. And I realised that in order to manage this skin condition, I needed to make the aloe vera drinking gel part of my daily routine.
Yeah, I started taking the drinking gel about 8.5 years ago, because I had a very, very stressful job. And I actually didn't realise that the stress of my job led to my immune system being compromised. It was when I actually went to my hairdresser and my normal weekly appointment, and she said, Pam, do you realise that you've got 4 or 5 bald patches on the back of your head? And I was absolutely devastated. And then I came across the drinking gel, which I started taking, as I said, 8.5 years ago. Well, after a short space of time, then I started to see little hairs sprouting on all these bald patches, and I just cannot begin to tell you what that felt like. To think that my hair was starting to grow back, and in fact, all of it grew back, and the increase in my confidence was just absolutely fantastic. It was life-changing.
Challenge 66 was a massive challenge for me. I mean, even to contemplate running 66 ultramarathons in 66 days, in 66 cities, is a big enough task on its own. The one thing I did know is that I was going to be exposed to all sorts of environments. I spoke to a dietitian at Loughborough University who said, we're not what we eat, we're actually what we absorb. So for me, it was critical that I took in the right kind of nutrients to help me succeed, and that's where the Forever Living products came in. I was looking for the fast recovery because that's what I needed every day. And I got a great amount of confidence from the gel because I was experiencing that recovery pretty quickly.
I started drinking the gel because my skin was really bad. It was dry, itchy, very sore. It would crack and bleed. And it was very embarrassing and very restricting in things that I love to do. I felt very limited in my life and what I was able to do and felt comfortable doing. I started drinking the gel because I was recommended it by somebody that I'd met, saying that it's very good for the skin and anything from the inside out is the best way to try and fix a problem with dry, flaky, itchy skin. So I drank the gel for 3 months and started to notice a difference probably after 8 to 9 weeks. And then it carried on dramatically after that. When I see people, either that I see every day or haven't seen for a long time, they say that my skin looks amazing, I have a glow about me, I'm so much more confident than I was, and obviously the clothes that I wear, people think that I'm a completely different person, and they love seeing the new me.
I first started taking the aloe vera gel about 6 years ago. I woke up one morning with pains in my chest, pains going down my arm, and initially thought I was having a heart attack. I eventually ended up in hospital where they discovered that I had acute acid reflux. It was suggested at the time that I should take aloe vera gel to help with my symptoms. And after about 2 weeks of taking the gel, I noticed that the symptoms had started to subside. And 6 years down the line, I'm still symptom-free. I used to love to eat spicy foods, and that was something that I had to really watch before I drank aloe vera gel. But now I don't have to be